What's up, my wonderful world of YouTube? My name is Chris, and you guys are tuned in to Motivated Living. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Today, we're going to talk about Happyland Signature from Happyland Studios. So, hang tight. I'll be right back.
Welcome to Motivated Living.
Change is on the horizon.
Take the lime in the coconut. Hey, what's up? Welcome back. You caught me jamming. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Y'all mean a lot. Y'all matter. So thank you. Special shout out to Mr. E.J. Wells over at Happyland Studios. He was, out the kindness of his heart, sent me a few of his fragrances so I could sniff. Not paid to represent him. He actually said he wasn't expecting anything out of it, no review or nothing. But me being me, I had to bring it. It's definitely video worthy. I did the unboxing a while back in my first impressions, and this was my winner of the 3 fragrances I had. And in the midst of it, they're all strong. They're perfume extract, so they're all pretty potent, powerful, definitely high quality. I had one on this arm, and then this one was over here. But I had a mix of things going in the air. So now I've had time to actually just wear it. I've wore it a couple times. This makes my 3rd wearing, and to where I can actually give you guys my full thoughts and review on this amazing juice. This came out in 2019. I'll put a link to his site, to his page. It should pop up like right about here. Put it down here, and I'll put it down in the comments so you can actually click it. Again, I'm not paid to endorse it. And even if you go order it, I'm not paid for it. But if you're so kind and my video led you to go to him, let him know that you came from Motivated Living. Sure, he'll enjoy seeing that. Let me show you the bottle real quick. Now, as always, I grab it by the cap just to show you. Don't pick them up by the caps, y'all. This has been hit or miss. A couple times, I've done this. It's fallen off. Where it's not secure. But today, right now it is. Basic, it's a gold cap. It's plastic. It does what it's supposed to do. Covers your bottle. Does it well. Don't pick it up by it though. Don't risk it. I'm still learning this new camera. I've switched to the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Cameras are positioned a little bit different than what I'm used to. Pretty basic bottle. The sticker's really cool on it. It almost feels like it's a magnet on there. It's not, but it's just a quality sticker, quality label. It's thick. You can feel it. There's your atomizer top. I'm going to show you how it sprays. It's a monster. That atomizer's no joke. But it come up to here and it went, woo. And just talking after I did it, I'm going to have fresh breath probably for the next day and a half. Don't even need to brush now. I taste some Happyland Signature. Man, that smells really good. I'm going to go ahead. I've got the dry down already over on this side. I'm going to hit you with the top. Do you see that? Tell me that's not insane. That opening, like for me, when I first spray it, I get like a boozy smell to it right off the gate, but it only lasts for like a minute or so, and then that goes away, which I'm not really sure why, because I don't see it in the notes, but it reminds me of when I used to drink a good stout mixed drink, maybe like some Jack or something. But then that quickly goes away. I don't smell it in a couple minutes or so, and then I'll definitely smell tobacco, honey. And I smell cinnamon, and so did my wife. That was like, I didn't prompt her or anything. I just said, hey, smell this. Actually, she said, what are you wearing? Come here, let me smell that closer. And she said, first thing she said, cinnamon. I'm like, yeah, and it's weird, because cinnamon's not listed in the notes. Mr. EJ, if you're watching, and you don't mind sharing, please drop in the comments if there's cinnamon in the notes anywhere, or if you want to share the actual note breakdown, that would be awesome, and I'm sure people would enjoy seeing that. But I definitely get the tobacco and honey on the opening. Now that little boozy hint that I got is gone. It's like a sweet tobacco, honey tobacco. And when I read the notes, it says it's rich tobacco drizzled with honey, layered with blueberries and heart of apple pie. So that's from the company. And another cool thing I read, and I'll tell you why I found it cool, because I'll explain what my wife said when she sniffed it. And then my feelings too, they kind of lined up with, this is from Happyland. It says, a warm and inviting fragrance that evokes feelings of hearth and home, of comfort and easy familiarity. And this gem also got a 4.46 out of 5 on Fragrantica. So the hype is real. This thing is phenomenal. It's really good. But my wife, she was like, yeah, I smell cinnamon. She said, brings my arm back and she's like, man, it smells like Christmas time. He was younger, Christmas gatherings and the cooking going on in the kitchen. She could smell all the foods cooking. She said it reminds her of the turkey or the ham being cooked over here, and, some pies and some other desserts over here going on, and there's family gathering. She said that's the feelings it gave her. And me, personally, I agree. It reminds me of just a good time, a gathering of people around the holiday time. I didn't say Christmas. She did. You get the gist of it, I think. And the dry down is, to me, the dry down's where the heart is. A big old heart down there in the dry down. Because that dry down's so smooth. And now it says there's blueberries. I don't detect any blueberries myself. And I had another fragrance that's, one of the main notes was blueberries. And I didn't smell it in there either. I got a sweetness instead of... So I don't know if I just have a hard time detecting blueberries. She said she couldn't smell blueberries, but she smelled like an apple pie vibe in there. And it is said apple pie. I don't get that in the top. The main thing I smell initially after first spraying and for a while, probably, good 40 minutes or so, to me, it's the honey tobacco. And I almost thought there was like a plum note in there. And cinnamon, but it's not listed. So, I don't know. But on this side, I can detect all that, but it's not as loud. It's calm and really smooth like butter. And I can detect some apple. And, maybe not like an apple cider. But not like a fresh take a bite of an apple either. I really don't get an apple pie crust type or, a pie. But it reminds me, maybe a milled apple cider almost, to me. And usually when I think of apple in a fragrance, Versace Eros comes to mind. And that was just too much, too sweet for me. And I'm not hating on it. And I tried to love that one. I bought it twice and also parted with it twice. I couldn't even wear it near my wife. She'd kick me out. And you got to come back when that calms down. It was too loud for her. And she has COPD, breathing issues. This was one she could be around it from the top notes, from when the initial spray all the way through the dry down, and she liked it a lot. It's really pleasant. It's warm and inviting fragrance, and by saying warm and inviting, it brings good feelings to me, happy feelings. It's uplifting. It's my favorite out of the 3 he sent. When I did in my unboxing and first impression video, I had shared that it was my winner of the 3, and it remains my winner of the 3. It's one of them fragrances that does it for me, and my channel content originally started just doing positive talks and goals, and I talk as I was riding a motorcycle, and I brought fragrances in because I have a passion for them, connoisseur of sorts, and they are therapeutic for me. And my channel is all about positivity and positive content and uplifting and helping others. And I figured, I get help from fragrances. Maybe others will too. So I'm going to start sharing, my feelings on them. And that's how this came about. But ultimately, it's all about better life, better living, better days, positive content. I typically don't have no BS here, and I don't like the drama and any of that other stuff. And this is definitely right up that alley for that. It's one of them fragrances that I'd have to say is a staple in the collection for them happy feelings. I going to have to put it on the back shelf, I think, once the warmer weather gets here. Because in my opinion, I think it would almost be too much once it gets warm. But it seems perfectly suited for the chillier part of fall, winter. And that's where we're at now. It's really cold where I'm at in northern Indiana. And this seems to be handling that cold really well, cutting right through it. It's a projection monster, but not to the effect like it's someone that's going to slap your mammy. It's not that type of projection monster. You're going to know it's there, but it's not going to be to the point of offending others and being just too much like some of them are. I'm definitely impressed with it. I definitely advise you to pick it up, especially if you're into that type of fragrance, where the honey, the tobacco, you like stuff like that. Even if you like the cherry tobacco type stuff, this seems like it would be right up your alley. Perfect. It's sweet, but it's not overly sweet. Again, it's very well blended. You can tell there's high quality stuff that goes into this juice. And there's nothing synthetic about the smell. Like some of the other ones, you get that synthetic-y smell. Like, I don't like the opening at all. This doesn't have that. And I'll give them that. So definitely high quality. This is one of them ones where it projects really well. The sillage is great. It's got garden compliments from both sexes, men and women, have been like, man, whatever you're wearing smells really good. Someone say, man, what are you wearing? What are you wearing today? You always smell so good, but that's really good. And I wear them out in various environments, whether if it's work, whether if it's the store, whether if it's the post office, whether if it's just in the truck, whether if it's, of course, home. And I take notes on what people are saying or not saying about it. So when they do get them unprovoked compliments where I don't have to say, hey, you like what I'm wearing? What do you think of this one? And people are just saying it beforehand, that lets me know something. So that comes. So definitely positive marks on that. As far as a unique scent, I wouldn't say it's super unique because I've smelled things that are similar to it. But that's not a bad thing. It does stand apart out of the other ones I've smelled that are similar. And by similar, I mean, with the tobacco stuff or the honey or the cherry tobacco or, where you get that vibe. But it sets itself apart from them. All in all, I'd probably say this is like a 9, like across the board for the fragrance. It lasts forever. I've gotten anywhere from 8 to a good 11 hours, and that's in colder weather. And on a shirt that was in the laundry basket, I'm doing the laundry. It's one of the ones that, as I'm throwing it in my washer, I caught the trail off of it, like, and I pick up my shirt, like, wow, that's the day I wore this guy. Nice. So, definitely not going to let you down on any of those notes. I'd at least go check it out. Check out the link. Go to him. Take a look at what he has to offer. It's got some very good scents. And again, they're the perfume extract. I don't know if you can see that on there. I mean, a more concentrated. You're not going to need to spray a whole bunch of this on. And I noticed I wasn't having to respray like I would some of my other higher end ones where 3 hours in, I'm not smelling anything. So I'm going to respray because I wear them for me. But I was still smelling it on me at the time where I'd be spraying others back on again. So that's definitely speaks volumes for me. And that's really all I got. I thank you for checking this out. And I thank you for checking these Happylands out. And I'm sure you'll thank yourself once you do. If you haven't already subscribed, go down and hit your subscribe button now. And any support you want to show for the channel is greatly appreciated. I love seeing them little thumbs up down there like, oh man, I got another like, cool. And I love looking at the comments and interacting with you guys. And I always get back to them, respond. And I like seeing the comments. But me being a person who does this and then also goes to these other channels, because I know a lot of you guys do this too who are watching, I know I also don't always have the time to comment. But no, I do always come and watch you. I'll go watch, and usually I watch at work because it's nighttime. And lately I've been on some runs to where my hands are just covered in yuck. So I can't type a comment, but I'll always leave a thumbs up for you and give you that boost for the channel. So when you see your thumbs up down there, know one of those is mine. And so I get it if you're not always in a position to leave a comment. I mean, it happens. I have on my new phone, and my other one was the same way. Instead of putting like the glass screen protector on, that was called that nano stuff. They wipe it on, and then it hardens. And I always worry about the chemicals rubbing it off. But nonetheless, I'm going to go. take a look at this. If you spray it on, you're going to be sniffing yourself. People are going to be sniffing you. Somebody might come in and take a nibble, like Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. And I'm not hating on Mike, because I used to love Iron Mike. And, for all I know, that day the man might have just been hungry. It happens. Or Evander could have been wearing something like this. I don't know. Probably not, because this came out in 2019. And yes, I'm nuttier than a squirrel turd. I'm sorry, that's not going to change. And it sounds like there was just like a bank robbery going on outside. Sorry for the sound effects. That wasn't meant. There's no getting around that. I know some of you guys like watching the Today We're Going to Talk About. That's not me. I'm not knocking those guys. They do great too. To each his own. But I'm giving you me. This is the same way I'd act if you were sitting here at the kitchen table with me, or we were hanging out. What you see is what you get. This is me behind the camera. So sorry if you don't like the little bit of witty stuff every now and again, but I'm sorry, I can't change that. Well, I can, but I'm not gonna, because that's me. I'm gonna be me. Thank you guys. Y'all have a good day. Keep your head up. And even when you hear sirens outside or it's raining, no, it can't last forever. So don't focus on the negativity. Think of something positive. Focus on it. Smell good. Keep your head up. And know that good's coming. It's there. Sometimes we just have to look a little harder for it. But it's there and it's coming. With that in mind, have a great day. Be blessed. Peace. Thanks, guys and gals.
Motivated living.
Change is on the horizon.